Hello everyone, welcome along to another episode of my garage. We are now back at the house. I've repaired the truck from the last episode's little bump, and I did decide to sell it, so we're sitting at just under $24,000, which is pretty decent. And today I want to work a little bit on our rally car here. It's going to serve us very well, this car, but it's a little bit a little bit sorry for itself, to be completely honest. I'm not looking to fully restore this, but maybe make it a little less rundown. Not too much though. I want to replace the windscreen that I broke moving our free truck into place, and do a couple of little bits and pieces to it. Nothing too major. Maybe stick some bumpers on it, and maybe get a hood for it as well. Change the front wings potentially, because this one's got ventilation in it. So let's go ahead and let's start with the hammer, because as you can see everything is a bit bashed out of shape here. I didn't think the truck had damaged it all that much, but apparently we'd really wrecked it. You can kind of tell that because the key now no longer sits where it's supposed to. Apparently I can... oh, there's some damage on the roof somewhere. Yeah, okay, right, so that's enough of that. Let's pull the front wing off of it. Just like so. And there'll be a third bolt kind of hidden in here somewhere. We'll add this to our pile of scrap at the back here. Of course, we do have a different front end on here, so we should get the other front end. So this is, of course, a lad. If we go to body, scroll all the way down here. These are the parts for the estate car, but I want one of them and one of them. And you know what? Let's get that front splitter there too, just because I don't really have a colour in mind for this car. So, what colours do we have? Oh, we've got quite a few of these. This is a nice garishly bright colour. Sure, we'll do that because it's there, and not personally sold on the hot pink from the Mercedes limo that we did last week. The green's a little bit more, well, different. I wouldn't say it's any better, but it's different. I certainly don't want to spend any money getting paint for this car, because these parts will probably all be wrecked at some point anyway, so we'll just use what we have. This luminous green is, well, we've got 2 cans of it, so I'll be able to get all of these parts done. Just like so. Let's get these put on the car as well. I painted half of the front wheels. Not too worried about that because I'm going to change the wheels at some point. Where did I put the spanner? Oh, I actually put it away for a change. That's not like me at all. Usually I just abandon it somewhere. Whoops. Just kicked the axle stands all over the garage. There we are. That's definitely something. Let's put it away again. Maybe I'll remember that I've put it away. Yeah, these ones can just go over there, out of the way. And grab this front spoiler. Sits down there on the bottom of the grill. On the bottom of the front panel. That's strange without a bumper on it. But nonetheless, let's see, do we have any clear coat? I have a little bit. And I'm not opposed to buying clear coat. That's something I'd be fine doing. I think the colours, it should just be whatever colour I have available to me. Put that back on the shelf. And the grinder hopefully still has the buffing pad on it. Yeah, might as well make it shiny. For all the extra time that it takes to do. Yeah, that's definitely looking like something now. Let's push that door a little bit. Now let's go to accessories and let's get some lights and things for it. I think it's these lights. I think. I'll just double check. It is. And a couple of blinkers and corresponding bulbs with them. That will definitely make it look like a car. Sometimes the bulbs work fine, sometimes they're a pain and they do things like that. There we are, they're ready to go in. I need 2 of these ones, if I could keep hold of it. 1 and 2 there, let's get these on. Functioning lights on a rally car, that's just unheard of. There we are, and a screwdriver for this. Four screws on the headlights and 2 on the blinkers. One there, and then same on this side. Get these ones put on as well. That already looks so much better. But let's get a front bumper for this car. Which I don't know which one to go for because there's a few options. I think I'll go for that one because, well, simply why not? Looks the part. And just like every other bumper, there's a bolt on either side. I have a little bit more chrome on the front of the car. Speaking of, somewhere in this book there is bits of chrome to go around the headlights. Somewhere. I always have trouble finding them. No, they're not there, so maybe they're in body. I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. Now that I see them, I'll try searching for them. There they are. Now we can get ones with angles on them, but I think for my purposes I'll just get the standard rings for the headlights. And they just cover up the screws at the front there. Like so. The car now has a face, which is very cool. Speaking of which, let's grab the sandblaster, and I want to do a little bit of rust repair just up and around this windscreen. I'll probably do the full roof actually. I don't think there's much in the way of rust around the roof, so that's that done. We're not going to fully restore this car in this episode or anything like that. We're not going to restore this car properly at all, in fact, but we're going to make it look a little bit prettier. Let's get that pillar put back into shape. Sure, I'll sort of mould these parts back in. That sill looks like it's seen better days. We've run out of filler, so that will do for that. Let's grab our green spray paint. Missed a bit of rust on the roof there. We've run out of the green. I think we've got another can of it here. Hopefully it's the same green. Looks like we can almost paint over the rust. It's weird how when I go over the purple there's like a blue shadow to it. That's weird. We seem to have covered up that rust on the roof, so maybe that'll do. Sit that down there, grab the clear coat. Hopefully we've got enough clear coat to do this. Nope, we don't. That's cool. I also noticed I missed a bit of the green on this wing here. Try not to get too much on the door. The car to look somewhat presentable, I guess. Is that clear coat? It is. Alright, that's it's a bold colour choice, I will be honest. Let's do the same thing again. Get the buffing wheel out and just almost looks like you're taking dents out of the roof, but you're not. It's just the way it looks at visually. And from what I can tell, this covers quite a large area when you're doing this as well. There we are. That'll do for that. Doesn't need to be perfect. This is a race car after all. Let's get that windscreen out because I will forget otherwise. So to remove a windscreen, you need the pry tool. And we'll just add this to the back there. You don't need the pry tool to put the windscreen in unless it's changed with the recent update. Into Windows, and I want the windscreen with the chrome, which is that one. Because that's what was on the car. There we are. That really doesn't change anything, but it's not broken, so I should probably keep a stock of windscreens. Let's go for a hood next. Now, there is the standard hood here, or we can get the scooped hood, the hood with a blower, or we can get the rally hood, which is the one I'm going to go for. You see, it looks relatively interesting. Let's drop it in here, we'll grab the spray paint, and we'll get it coloured in as well. In the same green if we can, hopefully we can. Nope, we can't. Straight away ran out of paint. Fair enough. So the hood will go, let's see what options we've got. Let's do red, because I've got one of those cans. Maybe at some point when we have a house full of trophies, we'll paint the car one colour. The hood is not going red then. Let's go for, I guess we'll go for this mustard yellow colour because I know I've got enough of that. Yellow and green rally car with hints of purple and black. Something at least. Not necessarily a bad colour, to be fair. Yeah, that's all of that. So we'll take it over here to do the clear coat on it. Now, like I've figured out in the past, I mentioned it in an earlier episode, clear coat does not add to the value of a car at all, or even the paint condition or anything like that. It's just a personal preference. The matte effect is a choice, but it's not one I particularly want on this car. This car I want to have nice, pretty, shiny paint. So we will do that. There we are. That, to be fair, doesn't look totally terrible. I actually prefer the yellow to the green, but that's okay. The green stands out. What we're going to do is we're going to paint the car in whatever paint we have left until it's all done and not broken anymore. No more rust and things like that. And then we will, at that point, see about painting the car all one colour. Maybe. But to continue our work on the front end here, let's put some rally lights on it. So I need 4 of these. Pushing all the buttons and none of them are the right ones. So there's 4 positions on the lad that you can put these. You can put 2 of them like this. And there's just 1 bolt underneath for each. And then you can put another 2, or at least you can on the normal variant. Did I? Oh, there it's there. You put another 2 on the grill there. And give you the classic rally look. Which looks cool, but it is actually missing the lights themselves. So we'll get them next. We have choices here. We can either go for, if I can find them, we can either go for these chrome ones or we can go for these black ones. I think I'll go for the chrome ones. And we'll need another box of bulbs because there is 4 in a pack. I also got my trash can back. That just came back when I reloaded. Turn all these that way and then just start popping bulbs into them. Like so. And then with all the bulbs in it, you don't have to do anything else to these, you just put them in place. Just like that, which definitely looks the part. Now the rest of the car is still kind of haggard. We still have a bit of a floor issue. I would like to replace the floor, but that sill's in a bad way. Can I pull that out with the hammer? Absolutely can. Kind of stretch the floor back out too. Oh, the B pillar's damaged as well. There we are. At least the tunnel is in good standing. I'll just show you with the lights on if I can get in. All of the headlights now light up, and we actually have headlights on the front, which is something we've not had before. And turn that back off. See how much everything moved over, and that was just with a little tap with the much heavier truck that we got for free there. But unfortunately, it's a bit of a shorter episode this one, but that is where I'm going to leave this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can of course subscribe, and you can also ring the bell notification, that way you get notified of every video that I post. And you can also join Discord. The link to Discord is in the video description, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you all very kindly for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.